Here we go. 3 players from Russia left in the top 3. Who's gonna get the prize money? For the winner of the upcoming best of 3, we'll have $250 guaranteed. And it's either HawK or Neutron. Yesterday, they both made their way through the winner bracket. Of course, Neutron defeating Maru 2-1, defeating Ente 2-1 in the craziest game that we've seen the entire tournament, maybe in years. That was his way, struggling but not falling. HawK on the other side was also struggling against Todd with 2-0. Starshade was no match for him though, pointing out that he seems to get a little better against Night Elf. Both players undefeated, both players aiming for the prize money. Both players will meet us in China. Here they are, Neutron and HawK.
All right, we're starting off on AZ and no race switching going on here. What was that from Cash? Playing Night Elf and winning as well. Finally going back to China. He deserved it, certainly after all those long qualifiers. Night End's so close, man. This is gonna be a very tough day now for him, being only 1 map away. But I hope he keeps on playing. He has good chances in the future. There will be more WGLs. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Night End there in the future. That was a lot of Keeper in our previous set. And now, of course, it's going to continue with Keeper. Because this is the king of the Keeper in Europe. Absolutely. Everybody looks towards Neutron for the best Keeper builds, the best Keeper strats. Todd has great respect for what Neutron can do with that hero. And yeah, he is the master of the Keeper.
He's back, the old schooler with 31 years old. Now a father of a child. Cool dude though, as you just saw on the picture. Seems to be a very jolly dude. The interview on goodgame.ru suggests that as well. But it's not about smiley faces and being nice in Warcraft 3. It's about the skills, and you pointed it out. Nobody plays the Keeper better, most likely, in Europe. So, it's of course a Keeper. It's of course Treants first for the creep. There was a little purge, but still gets the Renegade Wizard here. HawK on the other side was frustrated a lot with the Keeper, with the Huntress, with Night Elf in general. Failing hard in the first qualifier, but when it counts, he's there. Playing Archmage first, and for a long time, back in 2014, he was... what up?
There was the Infi creep. There was a lightning shield on the rogue. On the human side. The wizard cast a lightning shield on his own rogue. So all the peasants are a little bit hurt. He lost 1 peasant to the creeps.
A player's force.
All right.
That is painful.
That hurt indeed. Scout tower is coming to prevent the harass here. It gets level 2 in the end. I was just looking at the... Did he deny something? But no. Yeah, just a little bit with Militia. But here comes the Keeper. With Entangle, with Archer support, with Treant support.
Yeah, once again, more aggressive of a stance that many Asian players will take, where they rush level 3 here, with that being pretty damn easy. No. Neutron is being more aggressive. But the arcane finishes, and no footies were really exposed. Oh, that one kind of is. He's not using the Entangle. There we go. Using it now. Is the damage enough?
Don't think so. And he can easily deny it. Great timing with that Arcane Tower by HawK. Yeah. He knew exactly what Neutron is doing and when. And that's an easy counter to that.
Yeah,
I mean, he is stuck at level 2 himself, which is bad for an Archmage, of course. But he's not losing like 3 units.
Yeah, I think as far as Keeper openings go, this was pretty bad. It was a pretty poor opening. He hasn't found a single kill yet. Expended almost all of his mana. Does he really want to get this footy? I guess he could get it. Aiming for the AM instead.
3 footies up. They're gonna have a hard time against the Huntress, of course. There is a old school Euro transition by Neutron. Murloc creep now. Night Elf still around the corner.
Oh, the last hit here would be big. Going for the footy now. They're already a little bit bruised, and with the Huntress coming in, he is gonna get this kill. Yes, he is. Nice denied.
Yep. Nice right click by HawK. Todd and HawK both pretty good with their denies. Blacksmith is finishing quite a while before Tier 2 is reached, so he can go early right from him, but he's losing the second footman here.
Yeah.
Not in range of the arcane. But that was the last entangle.
HawK played well around the keeper, but he is gonna find his kills in the end with the archers and the huntresses. Early shop, I liked it a lot for HawK.
Yeah.
Needs to get that health up again.
Yeah, he knew this would happen. But now the Murlocs seemingly go to Neutron. And the Water Elemental as well. It's also quite a bit of experience here. But can he force the town portal? With that hurt Archmage? I'm not too sure. Lots of pressure.
At least put in a little bit more damage. Almost kills an archer here. Keeps him busy. Keeps him from creeping. Keeps him from level 3. Makes him chase the footy now as well. But here's the Alchemist.
Yeah. And HawK can't go for an own Alchemist for Heal Spray, for example.
No.
Kind of stuck in his base. Can't move out. More experience for Neutron. Man, after struggling so hard against the Arcane Tower, he turned this game around in no time. Double Engine of Lore coming up. And of course, Rifleman for HawK.
Now the rifles he really does not want to lose.
Nope. He cannot afford this. Mountain King second.
Oh, but there's an entangle on the AM instead. Yes, TP here.
Acid Bomb as well. Shop is up, so he can go for a potion. No expansion for Neutron. Not in the works. No resources for it.
We see it the least of all the races. Their tier 2 rifle timing is really scary. Especially if they get levels. Levels so far not on HawK's side at all. I think once the MK comes out though, he's going to go pretty hard for creeping with militia support as well. He saved a lot of militia time, has a lot of lumber to spend, so can call those pretty much non-stop here very soon. And actually finds a camp even without needing militia or having the MK.
It's a pretty big one.
Maybe a little bit too much space given by Neutron, but then again, he was out of mana, no more treants. Low health as well, he couldn't really creep that himself, and just camping there isn't worth it.
Yeah. Especially now that the Mountain King is out, that we have the counter disable. Yeah. He would lose too much, and then the trades are really not worth it. Footman against Hunts can't do that. Ring of Protection. Oh, can he reach for Stormbolt? Too bad Stormbolt doesn't have the range of Entangle, otherwise it would have been a kill.
And now looking for his natural... Oh, that Sentinel sees it. But with militia support, it's not so easy to creepjack this. Is he still gonna try it? Has to make a decision now. Creep the kobolds or creepjack? Tries for the creepjack.
Alright, Rock Golem is gone. Could be a big mana. Greater Healing, also not that bad. But now, Interception. How much damage is there? There is Dispel coming for the Dryads, but not too many are there. Only one for the slow. And nice Entangle though. This Huntress, good micro. And he's going for the backline.
Stormbolts are still ready. Why isn't he using it? Stormbolt?
Not using the Mountain King mana at all. There we go, but double level up. 3 and 2, that's big. Archers are falling. He lost a lot of militia there as well. Can he get the kill? Oh, he can't. 2 units saved by Neutron here. But the priests are there for some healing. Tug of war between the two Russians.
And there you can see the power of the Sentinel. Not only is the Night Elf super strong early on with the heroes and the units, but they also have the scouting with the Sentinel to look for those punishes. Even easier.
Finally level 3, but this spell should be ready. He's losing more. 32 supply only remaining for HawK. Everything is bruised. And he's going for the Mountain King now with Acid Bomb. Doesn't have the damage really against the 2 Water Elementals. Doesn't want to stay in there. Master Training coming for the Bears. He survived the hard tier 2 for Night Elves and now has Reju.
Yeah, he lost a lot right there. Ooh. And he traded out mostly against archers and hunts. You're fine with that. Now you're moving into way better tech, and he killed casters and rifles in the process. Looking a little bit rough right now for HawK. He needs to get those levels up as well. AM level 3 is okay. You want to have him at level 4 though, kind of. And especially the MK here is the problem. He needs level 3 badly.
More and more Reju. Is he going into bears only? Yes. So Water Elementals still have a spot in this game. It's not like an overwhelming mass of Dryads that can dispel the summons easily. So a Blizzard transition is not yet worth it, I guess. Clap and Blizzard though for the late game. Insane damage. If done well. Speaking of damage, damage upgrade is coming. Dispel upgrade is coming as well against the Reju and Roar. Don't want that 25% damage boost from the bears. But big spots now for Neutron.
Yeah. He's taking them quickly with those bears. Of which he has quite a few now. 3 already. And hoping for the Scourge Bone Chimes. Rune Brace is not too bad.
Yeah, I don't think you can... Should be given to the Keeper, I think. Because he is so squishy. But HawK has the time here as well to creep this. Scouted the Engine of War position with an illusion. So he knows that it's in place. There could be a creep jack around the corner for HawK. Who's getting the level 3 Mountain King here. Ooh, Lightning Shield, doesn't realize. There we go. No Sentinel here. So no vision for Neutron.
Is HawK gonna be so greedy and try for the natural as well? He doesn't have a TP. It would be super dangerous. He's not gonna do it.
You want to contest it though. Supply-wise, it's equal. Hero levels. Oh. Whoa, red spot. We've seen this a lot from humans these days. That they creep this very, very, very early.
With the rifles and the Watch Elementals, you have the damage and the tanking required. And I think he's gonna be able to finish this before Neutron comes over, maybe. He gets the big one, certainly. And it's a Helm of Valor. Well, not the greatest, certainly. Oh, it's still on the ground. Picks it up now.
Picks it up now. Captain America helmet. But now he has to run as fast as he can. But that's not too easy against Entangle as slow. Chemical Rage coming in, but stun against it to prevent the damage. Level 4, the Keeper of the Grove. More Treants that way. Another Entangle most likely result in another kill. This combination of Keeper and Alchemist is just way too good. But level 4 on the Archmage as well. Raw being casted. Where's the Dispel? He doesn't have mana thanks to the Detonate.
And the level 4 on the AM was also pretty late, so the priests weren't able to accrue too much mana points. And the militia were not able to change the tide of this battle, not just yet anyway. Stormbolts coming in, but staffs as well to save those bears. He has the one. Now it's not ready for the Alchemist, but he is so tanky, he's still super healthy. HawK kiting as best as he can, but he's down to 42 supply only. While Neutron not too far ahead at 44, losing some of his own stuff as well, especially this bear here, in quite a bit of trouble. MK has another Stormbolt, that should be the kill here easily, and he gets that one, but he's losing so much on his way back. He doesn't have the mana for the Dispel. The pressure on the AM, keeping him on level 2 and level 3 for such a long time, now paying dividends. Big time.
Absolutely. And now he has no mana anymore. Not on the Mountain King, not on the Archmage. One Stormbolt coming in soon. How long can HawK hold on to this? 15 supply difference and 2 strong heroes. One more Stormbolt is in, but there is the Rune Braces. I don't know if that was the best target here. The bear is still up. And again, Chemical Rage. So much DPS. He's trying to hide in his base. Acid Bomb on the Archmage again saves that one. Well, that exposes the Mountain King, but he has a big healing. Should be safe as well.
Oh, yeah, he is safe. Okay. He needs his Alchemist kill. Can he get it? He really can. There's the staff, there's the bracers. He doesn't even have the mana right now. And that fight certainly went the Night Elf's way.
Is still a town portal. Apart from that, inventory empty. Big healing still on the Mountain King. Little healing on the Archmage. Scroll of healing as well. But he needs to reproduce his army as fast as he can. 2 upgrades on the Rifleman. 2-1 upgrades on the Dryad already. But still no expansion. 2 upgrade coming. And more bears. So this should be a lot of gold for items now for Neutron. He could either go 3-3 or get a lot of items.
Yeah, and he knows he won that last fight, so he can creep up the rest of the map as well. Probably without contention, but I mean, HawK has to go for a risk. I think he has to try for the red cam and hope he doesn't get creep jacked.
I think you should wait a little and then creep jack while Neutron is doing this.
But look at his army. He's got 4 rifles. That's it for damage. Couple of priests.
But that's gonna be the best shot he will have for the rest of the game. With the rock golems in his back. But Neutron is not going for it. Oh, is he? So close to 5. It's so tempting. Good item. Big experience. But you expose your back to your opponent. So he lures them out. Gets a better position. Well done. So, HawK, this is your chance. Or is it?
HawK can upkeep now. Mass Wisps coming in for the detonate. That's so smart. He has to move these casters, but he's not doing it. Oh my god, they're all out of mana.
There's no way in hell that HawK can fight this now. He also can kite because there's not much slow. And of course, disable and chemical rage against his bears all over the place. Treants coming in as well. Rifles are suffering hard. Heal scroll being used. A little bit of healing. The priests do what they can, but there's no blocker line. The bears are running through. The granite golem still coming in and doing something, but Mountain King close to level up to level 4. He could be a big tank, but there's also no dispel against the treants, and they're putting in some damage as well. Hail Mary attempt going for the keeper on level 5. There's only a TP. He wants to force it. Is there another Stormbolt? Yes, there is. Does he calculate this well? Yes, he does. Town portal out. Neutron safe.
Split second before the Stormbolt there. Good TP. And once again, way better trade for Neutron. Basically all 5 Alchemists now, getting closer to 6 on the Keeper.
Yeah.
And he's not even giving up the red camp.
Yeah, he can just go there again, make a pit stop at the shop with 500 gold. And all that gold that HawK is mining has to go into the army again. And into Clarities, of course.
And he's so heavy on the priests.
Yeah.
He's only got 2 rifles now.
I was surprised to see so few sorcerers. There's no slow against the bears at all.
Now, on one base it's tough though. You can't make everything that you want.
Yeah,
you only have so many resources.
And then I mean, I guess you value the dispel of Reju, Roar, and Treants and Entangle higher than the slow. But now he's up against 5/5.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's looking tough here for HawK on map number 1. One of the strongest keeper maps, we have to say.
Absolutely.
The player's forces are under attack.
Neutron even in upkeep now. He was in upkeep before this game. He still was able to dominate it.
Also, no Blizzard against the bears. 5 of them. Has no gold for that. Absolutely not. He's calling the militia that he can't afford. But will that change it?
Reju also getting stolen there by one single breaker that he had. That's nice. He's trying for the keeper again, but Reju immediately again. And there's cooldown on that nowadays, remember. And it just looks like it's too many bears. Can he go for a hero kill? It looks like this is HawK's only chance. Trying to kill a hero here. MK is wasting a lot of time just walking around. He wants to go for this keeper. He's leveling up to level 4. Greater healing use. Involt dodges the Stormbolt. Neutron is doing everything right.
Oh, hello. Lightning shield being dispelled as well, but the Mountain King is so low. Archmage is following. No TP, only a heal potion that will save him for only that long. And I don't think that will save him at all here. Nope, HawK taps out. GG. First map goes to Neutron.
Well done. Well played by Neutron. Playing the keeper to its fullest. I think that creeping of the natural, that's what killed HawK, right? That was a little bit greedy. He could have just crept up his laboratory instead. Sorry, his merchant instead. And then maybe move over to the knolls in the middle. And always call militia. I feel like he could have called more militia as well. But it is a very difficult matchup. Going up against the King of Keepers in the Keeper patch.
On the Keeper map. That's true.
Yeah.
He had a good idea for the early. Makes me suggest that he practiced for this a lot. And is prepared for Neutron in general. But that was so much Keeper hunt pressure in the late early game. He just couldn't. It was like claustrophobically pressed into his base the entire time. And with that late level 3, there was so much that Neutron could do with that time. It was really well done.
Yeah. But it's going to be totally different on map number 2. Terenas Stand, excellent human map. Most importantly, mercenary access. The Shadow Priest early on changes so much in this matchup. You have 2 to 3 dispels against key entangles. That is an absolute early game changer.
Yeah.
And we're not wasting any time. We're loading right in. Makes a lot of sense that HawK would choose this map here. He should be standing way better chances. On the top left, the human. HawK, the best human in Europe pretty much at the moment. Against Neutron, the best keeper in Europe. One of the best night elves in Europe. Both here, of course, already qualified, going to Shanghai. But it's still about a lot of prize money. More than $400 for first place, more than $200 for second place. Top 3 are guaranteed, but no prize money just yet. Ancient of War next to Merc Camp. So this keeper will be leveling up first. Makes a lot of sense. You want to get that level 2. You want to accelerate as fast as you can. But how effective is aggression after that really going to be when your opponent does have those mercenaries? Maybe it's going to be more of an early expansion play. I could see that, certainly.
Alright, he starts with his Engine of War against the mercenary camp, of course. HawK is going to be an Archmage again, or MK Party this time. MK Party this time, Remo. Stormbolt Clap action. This was introduced in patch 1.29, creeping Terenas with Clap first. Against this creep spot here, the Renegade Wizards. Helps a lot, speed things up, and Clap is just insane. We've seen a lot of strong Mountain Kings the past few days, and HawK likes this hero.
Yeah, I think like almost every human likes this hero. It just feels like such a powerful tool that you can use, as long as he has mana. That is the big downside of the hero. If he's out of mana, he's pretty damn useless. He doesn't have an aura. He's not really fast. The right clicks are okay, but he's not ranged. You can't really chase down targets too well. So when you're under pressure, you have to be utilizing those spells very well. Also, he relies heavily on level 3. So it's a lot of things that have to be right with the map to make MK useful and playable on high level. And it should be possible here. You get level 2 right away. Creeping level 3 isn't hard at all. And you get some healing as well, because of course Water Elementals won't be at your side either to help you with the tanking of the damage. The Wisp is looking for the Shadow Priest steal here. Oh, and HawK gives it to him. And that means he's not gonna have Entangle the spell now.
That is not true, because HawK stole the Shadow Priest at Neutron's side, and he's going for the Engine of War, and he kills it! You were looking at the wrong spot, my friend. Neutron losing the production, and HawK has the spell. That's a great start for HawK.
We're seeing this more and more on Terenas by Night Elves. This is a really tough camp for them with a new Ancient of War. And they keep on getting punished. And he's not even level 2. He must have denied something. Or maybe HawK stole it.
Maybe HawK stole it, yeah. He is level 2.5 already. And now there is healing from the priest. You should save a little mana, I guess, because Entangle can still bring you back into games. And there's level 2 now. But man, he's going Mass Huntress now. I think it's a normal transition, if you, especially if you lose the Engine of War, that you can't keep up with the tech anymore and just have to try this mass pressure build. But HawK, what are you going to do? You can expand on Terenas, especially with the later Huntress now.
Yeah, usually with MK you have to expand. You don't usually see him on one base. But expanding against the Keeper with Merc support early, that is dangerous. This Keeper, however, is low mana now. Found some additional intelligence, that's pretty nice. Alright, here we go. Militia moving out. Only 5. That seems a little bit light to me.
Okay, we're gonna see Clap soon, I guess. Keeper is coming in for the harass. Can he steal something so far? Not yet. So Talisman of Evasion here, not the greatest as well. Dispel, get a little bit of mana off. But there should be plenty of Stormbolt here against the Keeper. Level 3 as well. He was just waiting for it. Hits the hammer on the head. Clap as well. But this is no kill. There should be the Town Portal then. Oh, he's just moving away. There's another bolt. Yeah, Town Portal forced. In exchange for a lot of mana, but gets the Shadow Priest as well. HawK has a phenomenal early game.
How different it can look, right? What a comparison from AZ to Terenas Stand.
Yes.
Something we've been talking about for a few days, maybe even weeks now. Saying, how is AZ still in the pool against Night Elf when you're human? Maybe HawK finding that the other maps are even more difficult to play. So, plan B now, I guess. Nothing so far has been going right for Neutron in this game. He lost the first creep, lost the Ancient of War at the creep camp, I should say. Then tried to harass. That didn't work, so what now? Is it gonna be mass pressure with the mass hunts, or is he gonna expand now himself?
It looks like an expansion, but then the tech is gonna be really late. And at some point, HawK will have Rifleman, a good mass, of course, with the 2 base. Tech should be faster, of course. Whoa, Ancient Protector at the 12 o'clock position for Neutron. Tier 1 all-in push.
Oh, guess what? He's scouting for it, though. I don't know. Oh, did you see it?
It's nighttime. I'm
Oh my
really
God, it's
not
nighttime.
sure.
He's so close. That's ridiculous.
There's no reason to go to that spot, obviously. Like, there's no creeps. You don't have to go there. Or maybe he saw it and... No, he didn't see it. If he loses that game and checks the replay and sees this very moment... Head, table, pain.
May still see it. Is he? No, he's not seeing it. He really is not. And now he's facing the Huntresses. Doesn't have too much focus potential. He's not level 4 yet, by the way. The level 2 clap would help out a lot.
Yeah.
Alright, here it is, guys.
Blacksmith
All
double
in.
barracks.
Yeah.
Is it level 2 Treants? I haven't seen them yet. But I think so. More Huntress. That was the only option, I guess, after losing the Engine of War. We do have Wisp for the detonate, but the Mountain King is full mana, and now he sees it. That is level 4, and that was big. It's Roots too, by the way.
2, so... Oh, nice dispel. Gets rid of it. Oh, he's got so many Shadow Priests. That's so good by him.
Triple Shadow Priest is so nice.
Spamming those as much as he could.
One is out of mana, but the other 2 are looking good. And he has level 4 and full mana. Have fun with that clap, Neutron! But is the damage enough?
Not too much follow-up yet. The militia are coming from the main. 5 of them. He's trying to go back further. The Hunts are having a really tough time connecting with any of their damage. It seems like they're just walking around, not really putting in any DPS. And 2 are dead already. Soon to be 3. Soon to be 4. HawK is holding on marvelously right here.
Absolutely. 46 supply. The APs are in a decent spot, though. So he can hide behind it. Everything is bruised and the clarity is running. Should be easy to cancel, though, for Neutron. Yes, exactly. Rifles are coming in from the 2 base, from the 2 barracks. And the damage seems to be just way too much. Good micro by Neutron here. Everything's hurt and everything is sent back and saved. But the question is for how long?
And he's finding kills here with these entangles, but only for as long as he has mana. And he's regenerating fairly quickly here with his high intelligence. Another Stormbolt. Ah, that Hunter survives. But dude, these Hunts, none of them have 200 HP even.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no healing coming. Constant healing for HawK. That's gonna be, should be double kills here. At least one. He's not committing with the Rifleman. Little mistake maybe. Arcane Tower is gone. No more extra damage. And I would love to see Glaive Throwers now, actually. And the shop is coming up. Militia support. He's diving into the towers. How much kills can he get? That clap was insane. He needs to clean this up, though. Yep, level 5. Hello. But no mana anymore. He's just diving for it. The AP is completely ignored. Shop is gone. So important.
Yeah, he broke this. He so broke this. Now he's not actually going for the AP kills yet. Scroll of Healing, Mass Rifle still in the works. Quite a bit of gold here for HawK, not able to spend all of it. Could go for some mercenaries, could go for mass mercenaries right now, but of course he's under a lot of pressure at the moment. But he's finding kills as well.
Stormbolt
Neutron down
inbound.
to 31 only. Soon to be less.
Okay, HawK kills 1 Huntress, HawK kills 2 Huntress. There is constant repair, and Neutron is getting some kills, but now with the heal scroll, it's getting harder and harder and harder. The first AP is down, shop still not up. No chance for the shop, actually. He could easily kill the Shadow Priest, does so, and all of a sudden he's 5.4.
Yeah, that's it. All the Hunts are gone. Only the single AP along with the Keeper here. This is it!
Must be it, yeah. GG! HawK strikes back in a pretty fast game here. But yeah, that opening changed it all, I guess. Like, stealing the Shadow Priest, killing the Engine of War, forcing Neutron into this Huntress AP push.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how things can work, man. Game 3. That was HawK's map choice, of course. Going for Terenas. Last map is once again Last Refuge.
Okay. Decision here. Who makes it into our grand final? That MK looked really strong, but that's what we're used to seeing from the MK kind of on Terenas. Yesterday, Todd was able to make an MK first work here, but that was in a human mirror. A matchup where you are under a lot less pressure early on. Normally it's all about rushing level 3 creeping and getting Merc support as well. Against Neutron, you never know when he's gonna hit you. It's just pretty sure that he's gonna try to kill your stuff at one point. But when exactly that is, that's the question.
We have to point out, I guess, how important that one Stormbolt was where he got level 4 from when the Wisp came in. He got that Stormbolt off before the detonate, that was level 4, and then this insane clap afterwards. If he doesn't have level 2 clap, I don't know if that is that easy for HawK to hold it there.
Yeah, that could have made a big difference. That's true. Yeah, you're right. But in the end, it was still only 6 hunts, and he had the double barracks up really early, and it was just so many rifles flooding out, one after the next. Yeah, HawK was just in a great position in that game. From beginning to end, playing it very well. I also like how he didn't tech. It was just holding. Yeah. Just mass rifles, mass mercs. Just hold on.
Yeah, the second barracks, such a good idea. Humans implement it more and more. Yeah. Once they have the expo up, that's just so much damage. If you pool like 4 to 5 and then you're only up against Huntress, you can snipe them really well.
Exactly. Alright guys, deciding map number 3. Who moves on here into the upper bracket, or the grand final I should say, through the upper bracket? It's gonna be HawK or Neutron, both from Russia. HawK has been active and a renowned player in Europe for a long time now. Neutron, a returning player. If you guys have been paying too close attention over the last few months, this might be a new name to you. I actually didn't even know him from the olden days. But Neo informed me that he was a pro back in the day, and with the new patch, he was one of the quickest to adapt, one of the most impressive with the new superhero of 1.30. He really is the king of the keeper.
Indeed. It's a little bit sponsored by Russ Brain, Neutron is. For every good result, he gets a little bonus cash, which should be a lot of motivation for him, to be honest. So once again, I hope the resources are right. I'm pretty sure, but not 100% sure. But I guess it's fine.
You can do a trick with a human. He's the only one with 12 supply.
Ah, that is correct. I'm only looking at the gold and the lumber, but yeah.
You see, little tricks.
Archmage, no Mountain King. And Neutron, I don't think that's a question here. Keeper of the Grove.
Yep. In the beginning of the patch, we saw them going back and forth between Demon and Keeper, sometimes even Beastmaster. I'm talking especially about Asia here. But now, it does seem pretty damn solidified. Now, let's say the last week, do we somewhat regularly see still something other than Keeper first?
In this matchup, you mean? Or in general?
No, in any matchup.
Well, we see some Demon Hunters.
In the mirror, right?
In the mirror.
Yeah, to deal with the Keeper.
Yeah, but apart from that, it's Keeper is all the rage.
Yeah.
Let's see
Has
for how
that
long.
incredible control, of course, early. You can snowball with kill after kill. Like 2 hunts, 2 archers, plus Treants, plus perhaps a Huntress. That seems to be the magic number. Yeah. Entangle plus that kills anything.
But it's gonna be patched soon. The changes are already on the PTR, just not announced yet. Some data mining was done. So, yeah, this will be weaker in the future. So, HawK, what are you going for? Is it Merc Camp fast? Usually not the normal thing, I guess, but against the Keeper, maybe you are forced into it to get early Dispel?
Yeah, I think... Couldn't you go instant Merc Camp?
Tough.
We saw it being done with an MK pretty damn well, but maybe that even works better with an MK, stunning the High Priest.
Yeah. I don't think you can take out the High Priest so fast that there's not too much in a fire without the stun.
Probably, you're right. So Keeper here greeting the human army, but he by himself cannot kill these footies if they're being defended by their friends.
Yeah, there's no Treants. He's still stuck at level 1. Not creeping up to level 2, so this shouldn't do too much except buy time.
Once again, very aggressive play here by Neutron. Usually we see the Keeper always creeping to level 2 here on this map, previous to being aggressive. But Neutron is not doing that. Really good counterplay to the last hit attempts. As you can see, he's waiting for the right click to come in. Yeah.
He got every single Murloc. That's so important. Brilliant Aura is working. A little bit more mana from the Mantle. Also damage. Militia duration is over now, but damn, he played this well, HawK did. And Neutron, Huntress transition, of course. That's what he wanted to buy some time for. And tier 2, HawK teching as well.
The speeds here, fairly comparable. Once again, the Night Elf a little bit ahead, as is the norm. Yeah, and I think this is the better choice. Humans really have to play differently against the Keeper. In the past, it was always fast expansion, and against the Keeper, you really don't want to do that. No. Maybe with a level fast 3 on an MK, on TS, you can do that. He's so strong with that. But here, this would be too dangerous.
Creeping the expansion now. Keeper is in with the first hunt. That could be pretty bad for HawK. He played such a great game once again. So far. But the first kill goes to Neutron.
Neutron didn't see the tech yet, so he may think this is supposed to be an expansion. Important last hit. HawK gets it.
Okay, close to level 3. 2 more kills, I guess, and that's level 2 Water Elementals. Good pressure on the Keeper, who's still level 1. He out-leveled him by an entire level. But there we go. Treants.
But he only lost 2 footies here, HawK did. That's totally fine. So far. But kills can keep on mounting with the Keeper, of course. Good move back there on the archers. Also nice deny from HawK. Both players here showing up right now.
Yeah. Really good Warcraft that we see from the 2 Russians here. Blacksmith is up. Riflemen are coming. No second barracks, of course. Can't afford that without an expo. But on the other side, no second engine of war. And nothing else, really. He just arrived on tier 2, most likely going for an Alchemist, but even that is delayed. He has a lot of resources to work with. But usually you get the Alchemist and then creep the shops. Not really possible with this, right?
He's got the man off of Treants. I think he could do it. And it looks like that's what he wants to do as well. Not looking for the human right now. If he can steal his merchant creep, that is already very good. That's exactly what he wants to do. And this is why Tavern Heroes are so good. Much faster than the ones from the normal altar.
Which is, of course, the Mountain King once again. Rifleman pulled in the base. Then this is easy level 2.5. And the consumable, which is the big invul. Nice against the focus. But this creeping gave HawK the time for level 3. And nothing is more important than getting level 3 on the Archmage.
Absolutely. And now he has a really good weapon against these Huntresses. Unless they get entangled, then the Water Elementals can't attack. But that means that the entangle lands on a summon instead of the real unit. So either way, really good for the AM. And this is looking like a pretty solid early mid game here.
Way better than AZ.
Yeah.
Double Invo Potion, good, but not as good as the double Mana Potion that we've seen before. And a free kill on the Huntress, maybe? Ah, Mountain King is not there for a Stormbolt. Joins the fray only now.
Dude, the confidence from HawK.
Yeah.
Moving out with 2 rifles and 2 footies only. Not even militia backup. Yeah. Which he could have kind of called. Okay, here they come, I guess. No, they were just dealing with Treants or whatever. Dude, HawK is getting a lot done on this map. Yeah. Not being bullied anywhere near what it was like on AZ.
But we do have this spell in a bit at 66% at the moment. And he's continuing to creep with, I guess, clarity. So he got a staff against the hero focus. And what's this? Scourge Bone Chimes for, well, if he goes bears or mountain giants, nice. Otherwise, sellable. Creep check by HawK.
He'll definitely be going one of those 2. Oh, nice staff.
Sweet staff.
Dude, look at how much HawK is getting done with like 4 units.
Yeah.
It's so nice. And I wonder, is Neutron perhaps a little bit too afraid? He's got Entangle plus Acid Bomb combo. There's no dispel against this yet. I feel like he's giving HawK too much space right here.
He's even creeping on Neutron's side of the map. Getting closer to the level 2 Mountain King. Almost getting that here and buying time for the Dispel upgrade, which is finished now. Maybe he was waiting for his own Dispel on the Dryads and now wants to engage to not be forced to fight the level 2 Water Elementals.
But now, suddenly everything's here. It was 2 rifles, 2 footies for such a long time. Now it's 4 rifles, 2 priests, and still to the 2 footmen.
Yeah. Still no clap though. But good damage coming from the Archmage, plus 11.
Militia here were sent out in case they were needed. Not needed in the end, though.
Level 3 Keeper.
A player's forces are under attack.
Upgrades for the Rifleman. Gonna be 2-0 pretty quickly.
Yep. And this is the dream position for the rifles, of course. Neutron would love to steal the big boy, the Overlord, right here, but doesn't want to get attacked by the rest of his friends. This is a bit of a tough position right now.
It's Master Bears already. He's not going Mountain Giants. Roar can be dispelled, can it? Yes, he has the dispel. Reju on the Alchemist, going for the Archmage. Trying to force the Town Portal, I guess. The position is really not that good, but he's trying to break through this.
With the Militia coming in here, this could change. Could favor the human a little bit more, but they can't quite reach yet. The Alchemist in trouble, has to go for the invul, and that with that he will survive. The Roar is just on everything. There's so much damage in this Night Elf army right now, but the Militia are holding their ground. The first Huntress is gone, the Bear is dropping low, but there is a staff, but that means the Alchemist could be in trouble next. Militia melting pretty quickly, trying for the surround, not quite getting it. Stormbolt follow-up, he wants to get this kill, but there will be a TP transfer, I think! On 10 HP, just barely enough.
And HawK gets the rest spot. I thought that Neutron would storm over him and trample him to death there. The Militia were a little late. He had to tinker around with the position, like he sent the Militia in and then pull the Rifleman back. That was a little stressful, but he made it work, man. And the reward, once again, not that great, but good levels, good experience, still 46 supply. Neutron didn't lose too much though as well, right?
Yeah, he saved a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
He traded mostly Huntresses out, and we say that over and over. That's what Night Elves love to do.
Yeah.
If they can trade those for higher tech, higher quality units, like rifles, like casters.
What? Ah, okay. Yeah, okay, that way. Yeah. Different. Red spot for Neutron as well. Warsong Battle Drums. That's better. A lot better than the Helm of Valor, but this could be a creep check if HawK goes through with it. Level 3 Alchemist now. Not
they got
level
their old
4
damage again now.
One Spellbreaker to steal Reju.
Forces are under attack.
With this rifle kind of army, you really want to be in upkeep. It only becomes really powerful with the volleys once you're at like 55 at least, more like 60, 65 supply. He's not there yet. HawK still sitting in no upkeep here, trying to save as much as he can. Trying to mass level up as well.
Yeah.
Should he have the time to go for a Tome of Retraining, that can be very powerful as well.
We have a Wound of the Wind. Can prevent some Stormbolts, some claps. Going for the Mercenary Camp now. Can he afford the Tome of Retraining? He has 500 gold. That should be possible. Level 3 Mountain King, level 4 Archmage. The levels look really good. Even picking up the Tome. Shout out to Reddit.
But Neutron is playing this just way more cautiously than the previous games.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll brace this one for the shop. Sorcerers are coming in. Defense upgrades are coming in. How's the item situation? No TP. One invul. This Keeper is pretty exposed. I mean, there is Reju. There's a staff.
And normally he should be standing behind the bears.
Yeah.
And with that, pretty safe.
Yeah.
But fights can get hectic.
No. Yeah.
Stuff can be all over the place. It's not reliable.
HawK has a TP, also a heal scroll. Invul on the Mountain King, level 4 as well. So this is Clap 2. Archmage, Tome of Retraining. Yes, Blizzard time. But...
oh, he's getting found.
Exactly. And
That's gonna
Tangle
be TP.
has the second heal scroll as well. So he bought the entire shop. TP's out, not losing too much HP. And buys the Mountain King some time for his level 4 and a bit. Plus the Health Stone. But the 350 gold were pretty expensive.
If he rebuys it, that is. Doesn't necessarily have to. It's a little bit dangerous, of course. But he's got good survivability items. Got the Hellstone, got the Invul. Maybe he can afford to not have to have a TP.
Neutron bought one. And there is a TP now as well. He sold something, but I'm not sure what it was. Rune braces, I guess.
That's more creeping.
Could be a pretty sick backstab here.
A player's forces are under attack.
Looting isn't that fast. But okay, so it's the green one. 5-5 on all 4 heroes is so sick. Who's gonna... Oh, Alchemist is not even level 4. HawK has a huge experience lead.
Oh, bad position for these bears. They have a tough time engaging here. Find the connection. This is a choke just naturally. With the way this is set up, I think Neutron has to TP out of this, right?
Yeah, no question. There's no way out.
What's he waiting for?
I don't know, man. Stun, bolt, the keeper, a lot of damage. But he survives. But that's a lot of moon juice here. All bears saved as well. He's breaking upkeep now with more bears. Moon juice looking good, so he can't afford that as well. HawK is at 62. The big human push is coming.
And he's so close to level 5 AM.
Yeah.
And we know level 3 Blizzard. That is really scary. How many soaks does he have for the perma slow? Only 2. That's a little light. So these bears shouldn't be slowed for all ages.
4 XP and he gets it. That's level 5 for him right here. So much AoE damage.
Yeah.
What can
And the
Neutron
MK.
do against this?
MK close as well.
One more volley for the High Priest. We have it.
Oh my god, this position. Look at this position.
Oh my god, it's perfect. It's beautiful.
Neutron has to give up these buildings. There's no way he can defend these.
Yeah. All the human fans in the world out there watching, their pants get a little tighter right now. 2 breakers up front blocking. No militia support because they are busy here setting up the expansion. So even though if he's not winning this, that can be a great position. Nice one of the win for the Dispel. Everything is slowed though. Can he break through this? It would be insane for Neutron. But he's finding the position.
And the bears not on a click. Look how he's manually moving them forward here. So they don't all get hit by the blizzard as well. And now the ones of the wind are over. But the AM getting cancelled with Entangle now. Keeper has to be careful as well, dropping lower himself, but the bears, man, they're dropping really low. MK with a level up, level 5. No mana at the moment, but this blizzard now is hitting like crazy. Entangle comes in time. Now he's out of mana. The Alchemist dropping low as well. Greater Invul, does he have the time to use it? He does, just barely. But that was very, very close. Only a couple of bears remaining, but now Neutron finds quite a few kills here. HawK still with no mana, but also bears dying. Oh, another staff coming in. He has 2 of those, by the way.
Invul potion on the Keeper as well. All the bears are extinct. The Keeper staffs out the Alchemist. Only Dryads remaining after this bear kill. Level 5 on the Mountain King. And there's a Stormbolt very, very, very soon. He used a lot of Moon Juice. Another save with the Moonwells here. But he has the mana for a Stormbolt now. What's the target? Alchemist? Looks like it. Staffs are both on cooldown. Town Porter's on him. But he is not in time to use it. The stun is too long. Keeper gone. Treant's gone. No Entangle. No disable against the Blizzard. That must be it, man. HawK, what a comeback into this series after getting wrecked on Amazonia. Yep. He's back, man. And he is in the grand final. GG by Neutron. Tremendous game by HawK.
Once again, the high-level heroes seems like moving through different matchups. This seems to be the answer to that Keeper play. Yeah. Get your heroes super high level and let them carry. And ideally have a big army behind as well. Well done, well done. Top 2 guaranteed for HawK. Yes. And with that, quite a bit of prize money.
At least $216 if he wins one more series, a best of 5. Then he can boost it up to 430. That's going to be the grand final. HawK is standing there. Who's going to be his opponent? It's going to be a Russian player, that's for sure. Will it be Neutron again, or will Cash step up? And the question now, Cash is Orc? Cash is Night Elf? We don't know. Pretty hard to predict, but of course we're going to be here and cast it for you, for all you beautiful 3,100 viewers. Feels great, and I hope you enjoy the games here. We take a little break, and then we're back. Lower bracket final, best of 5, Cash versus Neutron, coming up.